YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with the last of the AFC East record predictions for 2021 season. Got the New York Jets today. We did the rest of the AFC East, of course. On to the NFC East next, and don't worry, we will go through every single NFL team, and then we'll predict the playoffs and the Super Bowl. And you guys are voting along the way to make kind of your own fan-voted predictions for the upcoming season. So we're going game by game here. I'm giving my predictions. We go back and look at best case scenario, worst case scenario, like we do for every single team. So smash that like button, subscribe, join us for all the other NFL content we got. Here's our Twitter. I'm about to post this poll once I'm done recording here. And this poll will get posted for every single division once I get through all four teams' video here. So we're wrapping up the AFC East right now, so I'll post that, and you guys will vote for who wins. This kind of will play a part, and we'll eventually get to who gets what seed, who are the wild card teams that you guys will vote for. So really excited about this. Hopefully you guys can jump in there and follow the Twitter. Link pinned in the comments and description for anything you need there. Playoffpredictors.com, that's what we're using for this video, for all of these videos here. Very cool website. It kind of saves everything that you got here, so you guys can play along by using this website. The Jets. The Jets like what they did with their coaching hires. Love what they did in the draft. Love their draft picks. They had a pretty good free agency as well. Some solid additions. There's still some holes there. They're definitely heading in the right direction. It's not going to be solved right away, though. We should know that. Some growing pains, some adjustments to go to, but I think they can be sneaky. They can be sneaky, especially early on. You don't really know what to expect. It's a fresh team. So it's going to be a lot of fun to watch Zach Wilson and company here. Week one's going to be a good one already. Jets versus Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold versus his former team. Panthers got some big-time playmakers there. Former Jets receiver Robbie Anderson to pair with Sam Darnold. Obviously, he was already there. Sam Darnold pairing up with him. And now the Jets actually have a fantastic, I think, receiver room. So very interesting. I'm gonna go with the Jets here. I think Sam Darnold, couldn't get the job done for the Jets. I don't think he gets the job done against his former team there. And again, the Jets are tricky to play against early. If you're going to have them on your schedule, that's good because they're not going to be too tough this year. Not quite yet, and they will be in the future. But I think it's tough to get them right away because you just no film on them, new coaching staff, new players in there, new system. So tough game plan. I'm going to go with the Jets. I did the Patriots video. I also had the Jets winning this one, kind of back and forth. But, just a tough game plan. The Patriots got a lot of returning guys, opt-out guys, so maybe a little bit of an adjustment there. But I got the Jets starting 2-0. But, again, I think they can be sneaky early. Every year we see this with these teams, whether it's week one, week two, or both. People kind of get too hyped. Okay, they're already turning it around. Let the season kind of unfold here. Take the Broncos here. I like the Broncos, defense. Love the defense. I think they're going to pound the football on offense as well pretty successfully. So that takes care of business against the Jets. Back-to-back weeks playing run-first teams here. I'll take the Titans, just a better team here. And that's not always what wins in the regular season, but Jets-Falcons is a shootout game. I like Robert Saleh on this defense. Quinn Williams is going to be a stud. Carl Lawson. But there's still going to be some adjustments, and the defense won't be great right away. The Falcons also lacking on that side of the ball. So I think this will be a shootout. I trust kind of the veterans at home here in the Falcons. So 1-2 straight, then lost 2 straight. Then we got the bye week. Definitely not going to beat the Patriots both times. Hoping for one there if you're the Jets, at least. Bengals, Jets. Joe Burrow versus Zach Wilson. I really don't think that has much to do with it here. Yeah, I think the Jets at home. In one of those games where home field advantage, I think, sets the edge there. Jets and Colts. I will take the Colts in that one. We'll see how long it takes. Carson Wentz off for a disastrous season. Will he just pick up right away and just be playing well? Will it take some time? When will it kick in at the chemistry? But here in Week 9, Thursday Night Football, I'll take the Colts here. I was kind of back and forth on this one for the Bills, and the Jets could sneak one off, but I'm going to take the Bills there. I'll take the Jets over the Dolphins in New York there. So we're at 4-6. Should be a pretty good series between them. The whole division, really. Jets, Texans. Texans, again, they're so tough to predict. I don't know who's going to be at quarterback. I've been having everyone beat the Texans, but realistically, they're going to win games. It's tough to decide when. think it's an opportunity for them. So I'm going to give the Texans one here. I know every time I have somebody losing to the Texans, I might have a really good team losing to the Texans because that's just the NFL regular season. That's how it goes. I know I'm going to hear some complaints. But we'll circle back and do best case and worst case here. We'll go with the Jets on this one. The Eagles are a team where, yeah, they'll get some pressure. That could be the difference. They'll get some pass rush on Zach Wilson. It could be the difference. But I do think they'll be able to air it downfield what the Jets want to do against the Eagles defense. I also think they could have the game plan for Jalen Hurts there. It's all about the game plan when you play the Eagles. I think Salah, that's what he's there for. So I'll take the Jets in that one. We'll go Saints here. This is probably, that's the thing. I was about to say it's probably a high-scoring game, but I do think the Saints have the defense to slow down the young offense of the Jets. So I like the Saints in that one. Jets Dolphins, I'm going with a split. It could be. We see it more often than you would think. The kind of splitting away games, you winning the way teams winning. Jags and Jets, the first pick versus second pick. Trevor Lawrence versus Zach Wilson. It's one of those games too. Yeah, Jets being at home definitely helps in this one. Give me the Jets in this one. It's gonna be an interesting one. Could go either way here. We'll take the Bucks here, and then we will take the Bills here. So 6-11, not ideal, but they're definitely heading in the right direction. Kind of go back and look at best case. Remember, I did have them starting 2-0. I think between these three, maybe. Honestly, I was going to put the Falcons one. I think, I don't think they're going to win 2 out of these 3. I don't. But it may be the Broncos game. Do they start 3-0 though? So these are pretty. You can flip these around. Or you can throw it the Titans' way there. I did have them beating the Bengals there. Looking for best case. We could give them a home win there against. I did have them beating the Eagles. Yeah. Best case, I think, is around that range. And you're pretty much fighting for 7 teams to make the playoffs, AFC and NFC here. So, yeah, you're right around that range fighting in. I do think the AFC has some pretty damn good teams. Worst case, I did have them winning that game. Worst case we can do. It could be pretty ugly. It could be pretty ugly. We'll have them keeping. Well, that's just the first win right there. It's tough to see, but look at the teams that they're playing. They could lose that. Let's see. Somewhere around that range, 3 wins. I just don't see it happening because they're. I think that's one thing though, and we'll kind of go back before I say this, just in case somebody skims through the video and thinks I'm predicting them to win 3 games. Last year that seemed to be a problem when I did these, so let me circle back. I had them starting 2-0, then dropping 3, and is that what it was? Where's one more? One more right there. 6-11. I think a lot of time mistake people make is they look at where we finished last year and what did we do this offseason. We got better coaches, we got better players, we nailed the draft. It was fantastic. So that means we are better. So that means we are going to have a better record. I say not necessarily, and obviously I'm not saying that means that they're not going to have a better record, but the teams you play, every game's different. It's a different year. The teams you play, it's all different. The schedule's different. Other teams, it's not just about your team. How much, did other teams improve? All that factors in. So just the Jets are better than last year, for sure. But that doesn't mean they will for sure have a better record. I think, they will look like a better team than they did last year, even if the record's worse. So that's my point there. I think a lot of time, I notice that every single year, people in the comments, so it's all about the trust in the process, I guess, here at the Jets. I think turnarounds don't take as long anymore, so we could be looking at the 2022 season and talking about the Jets contending for that top spot in the AFC East, even with some good competition there. I think that's very possible. So I'm really excited to watch Zach Wilson. Quinnen Williams, I've been raving about him. He's a top-tier prospect for me, elite prospect coming out. I think we're going to see him align at several different spots across the defensive line in Robert Saleh's scheme. So I think he is going to have a major breakout year, even though it's kind of last year he kind of stepped up already, but I think he's going to be special this year. So I'm really excited to watch some of these players like that and see how this team changes for the better here. So that is going to wrap up that's all the AFC East predictions. Remember, head over to our Twitter for that poll. I should be posting it shortly here. And then we're going to get through all the other teams and divisions, and we'll kind of recap everyone's record, and we'll do playoff predictions, Super Bowl predictions. So join us for that. Like, subscribe, follow Twitter, link down below. That is going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.